So, making games can be fun and easy and can be hard and struggling. But it is like that, right? It's hard. It is hard to make games as a solo youngster. It's hard, right? It's hard for me to make my game alone. It is really hard, and it's just so hard to the point that I should stop doing it and never do that. Even if it was my dream, I should never approach it because it's too hard to finish. Well, not today. I'm saying no. Whenever I think that it's hard, whenever I think that it's not possible, whenever I lose my motivation and stop staying on that track towards the success, towards to finishing my game, I say to myself, well, no. Don't let your mind convince you that it's not possible. Whenever you find yourself in that space where there's no energy to keep building that game, to keep developing, to keep coming up with new ideas, new strategies, even sitting at the computer and doing it, like when you're in that space of mind where everything else seems very, very fun to you, but just making your game is the worst thing ever at the time to do, the most boring thing. Whenever my mind thinks that, I want to ask myself one thing first, and that thing is, wait, so you believe it's hard, but for it to be hard, you need to be approaching it a certain way for it to be hard, right? Well, instead of just approaching it and boom, running into the obstacle and saying it's hard, why don't you first question the way you approach it? Yeah, why do you need to stay disciplined? How I can discipline myself to make my game? What the fuck does that even mean? Self-discipline? You want to know what self-discipline actually is? It's you telling to your brain that you are a lazy piece of game developer who just can't seem to make yourself develop that game. I don't need self-discipline. You wanna brainwash yourself to the point where it's natural thing for you, your mind and your body to just go in and approach the thing you wanna finish. In my case, that is making games. That's how I made the whole game Chuck Nolemland in 1 month, from zero to the first demo version, and I'm still uploading it, consistently updating it, thinking of ways, finishing it. I'm scratching the last checks that need to be done for it to be finished and complete in my own way. But if I'm at the place where I need to self-motivate, that means that I am at the beginning somebody who is not motivated and somebody who doesn't want to make my game. So, first of all, instead of being like, well, I'm so lazy, I can't make it, what do I do now to make it? Ask yourself, why am I lazy? For real, ask yourself that. Why don't I naturally feel like I want to finish that project? Why? Why am I lazy to begin with? And see what comes up. That's the number one thing. If that is too hard for you now, and you just can't seem to find a way to be naturally motivated, here's a little thing that could actually help you more than any self-discipline, and that is selling yourself. When you sell yourself on that bigger goal, bigger reward you're gonna get when you finish that goal, it will be natural for you to not waste your time on any other stupid things. And you only have one life. So, if that goal is, let me put it this way. For example, I want to make games and I want to be really, really good at that. I want to leave the games that are going to be played by majority of the whole world. For me, to be able to achieve that before I die one day, I gotta sell myself onto doing that. For example, tomorrow, if I wake up and if I keep watching TikTok, keep playing some other games, watching movies, just running around my room, derping, so to say, I'm actually, by doing all of that, wasting my time and moving myself away from that bigger goal that I want to sell myself to. And how do you sell yourself to that goal? You sell yourself to that goal simply by going in deeply what you're gonna get when you make your game. For example, if I wanna watch the TikTok for the next hour and or need to, make script about pick up and throw for my game in Unity for the next hour, what is more fun for me? Well, in most cases, the easier and funner and more fun thing to do is watching TikTok. But if I say to myself, if you make that thing in your game, it will actually get you one step closer to finishing your game. And once you finish your game, if you have that really, really amazing idea, viral game idea, once your game is finished, it's gonna just start blowing up without you even needing to market it that much, because people will like it. If you want to find out more about the ideas, I will go with you very, very deeply. I will actually help you, because trust me, once you have that idea that you really, really believe, it always comes down to believing in your game. If I believe in my game to be successful, and if I know the potential of how big it can get, it's normal and natural for me to go and make it, to stop being lazy, to keep myself motivated. You see, I don't need self-discipline. It's a natural thing for me to do. But I know, maybe you don't believe in your game. Maybe you actually have lost confidence and trust in your game. So you may be thinking of something else to do. But trust me, there are people in this industry that single-handedly made the games that were played by almost everybody on the internet. Imagine famous streamers, YouTubers like Markiplier, iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, all these amazing YouTubers that are in a horror game niche, for example. Imagine all of them playing your game. And they're gonna play it if the video of their game is good. And how you make it good? By getting back to that original cool idea. But that idea is nothing if you don't finish your game, if you're not motivated. All that amazing idea, all that big success and all that goal that you crave, you can actually squeeze. When you lose your motivation, it's basically taking all of that and squeezing it and throwing it away. Burning it, exploding it. It doesn't exist no more if you lose motivation. But you can't lose something that you naturally have if you sit with yourself and consider what is the best possible move to do. So before even getting back into your project, I want you to write down your expectations for your game. Write down your main goals of what's going to happen after you finish that game. And write down your goals of what you're going to get after all of that happens, how your life is going to look like. Are you actually moving towards your bigger dream? Because when you have all that written down, it's going to be set in the place of your mind, actually, right there. It's going to be set the place in your mind right there. And the next time you find yourself in front of the TikTok, playing video games, find yourself just being lazy, that part of your brain is just gonna slap you right away and tell you, come on, man, we got things that need to be finished, okay? So thanks for watching. Now go make a plan for yourself, because once you have a plan for yourself, everything becomes 10 times easier. Trust me on this, okay? I done it myself. Thanks for watching. Stay motivated. I'm gonna be releasing many more free videos like this, just for you to, watch and stay on track. I'm gonna be revealing to you all of my secret ways, exactly step by step, of how I'm able to make all these games all by myself for free with zero budget, to stay motivated for months if needed, and finishing my projects. I'm gonna be revealing all of that with you very, very soon. All the thing now that you can do is actually go to my channel, and if you want to subscribe, if you actually like this content, if you don't like this content, if you only like to watch my games, then click off the videos like this, because these videos are for the game developers. For us game developers, for me, actually, if I someday lose my motivation, I can watch this back and stay on track. And I want that for you too, okay? I don't want you to waste your time and your game. Don't waste that idea. You got it. If you're actually making your game, you're way more ahead than most of other people, because you're willing to create something and leave something behind you. Stay motivated. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.